Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. This is the Fallout or Old World Blues mod for Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as the Enclave. Started out as New Reno, but we're moving on up a little bit. Alright, yeah, that looks fine. So, New World, Old Ideas. Just auto-filled because Vault City can't be accepted into the Nevada Enclave. They don't exist anymore. We got free divisions, which I wasn't aware of, and let's just change you into Enclave Infantry and assign you to that army. Lots of free boys. The New World, justify wartime reduction. Let's go with the Old World. The goal of the Enclave has always been, in some form or another, the restoration of Old World America. Returning the shattered wasteland to a state that they deem respectable. Rep-sectable. They are the guardians of the past and seek to act as such. Rep-sectical. No, still not at 60% world tension, fine. Snooky gives entrenchment. Army logistics, yeah, let's get attrition reduced, because we're eating a lot of attrition. Reducing that by any percent would be nice. There we go. Better power armor. Acquired 0.3 years ahead of time. Let's go for common energy weapons. I really want to upgrade this to these, so I am. Now we're short on metal. But we're making the best power armor in the game.
Hello.
And that's fine. Ooh. The Old World is complete. Biomedical experimentation. Despite being the leader of the Enclave, Nevada, Ark Dornan is an old man who's largely incapable of acting in the field along with many of his old guard. However, a recent breakthrough in the medical science might enable some restoration of his youth. Do I have planes I can add? No, I cannot. Scavenge power armor acquired. 1.3, 0.3, are these 0.3 years ahead of time? Yeah, go for that. Concrete and cement. The temptation to move into Yakuza territory stands, as they have some pretty dope resources I'd love to get my hands on. Deathbicable. I don't think we're going to. Just because it'll open up the front with the Steel Rangers. Moving into the Antelope Reservation, however, should be super easy. The Pale Folk and Klamath up here should also be really easy to move into. The north is largely uncivilized. Sierra Army Depot renovation. Long ago, the Sierra Army Depot base with the United States military outpost in western Nevada. Now that the Enclave funding, now it has Enclave funding and support, it will be again refurbished and reinstated as part of American military might.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Oh my god. Enclave biomedical experimentation. Yeah, I gotta... What? Scavenge power armor is what you're using. Oh no. Baby, no. Power armor division, Enclave infantry. Power armor division.
What's up?
Enclave infantry.
Hey.
Okay, cool. Power armor division's gone. Research slot available. Let's go for wasteland workshops. But step one before I go to war with anyone is sorting out this fucking infrastructure problem. Walking tanks, got it. So we can either go Purity, Gives us recovery rate reduced, recruitable population reduced, reinforcement rate reduced, but soft and hard attack increased, supply use increased, supply grace increased for airborne assaults, gives us better air superiority as well. Army breakthrough and soft attack goes up. Soft, hard attack, supply use, air superiority all go up. Gives us breakthrough. This also gives us breakthrough. I think principle is better. This reduces it by 3, but raises it by 2, reduces it by 3. Principle helps out leg infantry, reconnaissance, gives us better soft and hard attack. Hard, soft attack, organization. Power armor. Does power armor not count as... No, I'm going principle. The supply use increase is something I can't support or sustain at all. War tension's down to... World tension is down to 34%. It's actually a shame. I wanted it to get up to 60 so we could switch over to war economy. Heh. Well, fair. Guard max entrenchment. I think max entrenchment is the way to go. Especially since it's being reduced by so many things. 1 year ahead of time, 1 year ahead of time, not ahead of time at all anymore. Okay, let's go for those. Laser muskets, let's switch over to common energy weapons. They're not that much more expensive, and these we have a 35% reduced build cost. Because of... Old Stash reduces their build cost by 10%. And Enclave Technicians decreases it by another 25%. The New World. Despite what we hope, America as we knew it is long gone. If we're to ever restore our beloved nation to her former glory, we'll have to adapt to the times and tame this new world. We'll get James Buell, who will reduce our justification war goal time by 20%. Useful, but not going to be used. Yeah, vertibird construction is very important. This doesn't seem to do anything. Nevada reclamation is what's really, really the good thing here. See all these cores? Look at all these fucking cores. Core states give full access to that state's manpower and factories. That is hugely important in us surviving at all. Us getting cores on everything means we can rival the NCR and Caesar's Legion if we play things carefully and smartly. Intelligently, I suppose. Smartly, maybe not the best word. not the strongest word to emphasize the quality of intelligence. Okay, so infrastructures finally getting to a place where these have adequate supply. It's fantastic. Step 1, stop hemorrhaging supplies. Step 2, rebuild those supplies. So in retrospect, it would have been wise to fix our infrastructure pretty quickly. I'm gonna go for... you require all the following. Well, let's get vertibird construction. I don't know where Carson is. I probably should know where Carson City is. What's the description of this? New Reno shall become the capital of the state as per the wishes of... it might not do anything. That's okay if it doesn't do anything. The next text certainly does. Certainly does. Engineering, 0.7 years ahead of time. Go for herbal bandages. Flare guns. Do. Very dramatic music for us not actually doing anything. Here, Power Armor Battalion. This will increase Power Armor support max speed and basic Power Armor max speed by 10%. Yeah, I'd be really interested in getting some support going on, but we're not there yet. Don't need it quite yet. Alright, vertibirds acquired. I'm going to switch a line of this to make me vertibirds. You can't because it's so... it's fine. I want vertibirds, but we'll have to wait until we can actually build them. So, V2OB are gunships. They're really friggin' sweet. That's not what they look like. Well, that's the 3D modeling game. The transports, again, excellent 3D model, are how we'll move people around, but these are really, really good aircraft. Not CN-85 good. Wait, can I research this? No. Okay, good. That'd be absurd if I could. Let's overcharge ammunition. We can't go to war with Klamath because that'll make us border the Western Brotherhood. We could potentially take them eventually, but not yet. So it looks like Antelope Tribe we can take. Pale Folk we can't because they border the Steel Rangers. We're not ready for that. We can go Antelope, Tumult Station, Marrow Drinkers, Bone Dancers. We can eat our way north, just the way that we did with the Washington Brotherhood. Use that power base to then turn south and actually win this war that we are a part of. Or, you know, participate in this war that we are a part of. But why participate if I can't win? Supplies getting better, but not by much, and slowly. Alright, Nevada Reclamation. So I'm assuming this gives us cores on everything in the state of Nevada. Looking like it. Area 51, Ruby Hill, Mountain City, Gold Strike, Dick Shooter. I forgot about Dick Shooter. How did I forget about Dick Shooter? Ah, such a great name. Basic Grill. Once we have cores, it'll be very fast to fabricate claims on people and to go to war. Again, I'm taking my sweet fucking time. Once we go into Warpath, it's pretty much going to be non-stop. So let's not rush into something before we're ready for it. Because I kind of already did. Alright, Warrior Code's done. Combined Arms. Nevada Reclamation. Now I can... State mode? Diplomacy mode? Is there not a way to view your cores? Well, you know, let's take a look. So I have claims on Antelope Tribe. Tumult Station. Not the Bone Dancers, that's about as far north as it goes. Eastport, I have claims. So, you. Ripper Road Station. Yep, on the Steel Rangers, I have cores. Sky Reavers, I have cores. I don't have any cores on the NCR. Grabber Territory, I do not. Mount Thorn, I do. Ruby Valley, I do. So we're going to want to eat all of this. And hopefully we will. Now, expansionism is just giving us Casus Valleys to attack people. Which is cool, but we're already at war. Expand the boxing scene, put addicts to work. Construction speed plus 20%. It's really, really good. The Mordinos have a plan to establish control over people through their addiction to the drug jet, and through debt, force them under their control. Having them work to pay back their debt, it's a good plan. Alright. 1.2 years ahead of time. Let's get encryption and decryption going.
Had a decent meal.
So our organization is finally good, but our fighting strength is horrendous. We're waiting on power armor and infantry equipment, and we can only make that so quickly with the limited resources that we have. Once I'm feeling confident in how much infrastructure we have, I'm okay to start pivoting into importing resources again. But patience. Patience. Do I have cores on Vegas? Yeah, I do. Huh. Because that's part of Nevada, so I do actually have cores on New California Republic. Let's go ahead and do the East Side Rail Station. This will give us a couple free infrastructure. It's not much, but it'll save us some time. Restoring the old rail station will create a hub of infrastructure and another way for thrill-seeking NCR citizens, or any citizen of the wasteland, to take a trip to the biggest little city in the world. Welcoming committee. Where the fuck is welcoming committee? Alright, fair enough. You know, you would think being at war, if one of the others are not true, I am at war, the enemy country presumably has more than 40% of my factories. Do they not? They do. Then why can I not switch? It's fine. It's fine, I just want war economy, but the game is not digging that. It is 2 years ahead of time, 2 years ahead of time, 0.2 years ahead of time. That's more my speed. Free infrastructure, dope. Expanding the boxing scene gives us war support, which is 85%, as we are in a defensive war, which is pretty good. This is actually really good, now that I think of it. We didn't have to start this war, and so long as we are in this defensive war, we gain this bonus. So we're incentivized to not get out of the war. The map is mostly just the western half of the United States. There's plans to expand this into Mexico, the Midwest, more in Canada, and eventually the East Coast as well, but the mod team is pretty small, and they already have a lot of work cut out for themselves. The Jungle Gym of Reno hosts the massive boxing scene of Reno. Of Reno. It provides great entertainment for the masses. After all, who doesn't want to see a man have his face punched in? Military factory. Who can I switch you out for? Captain of industry? Nah. Quincy. Oh, Quincy is just captain of industry. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Another basic power armor upgrade. 0.8 years ahead of time. 0.8 years ahead of time. There we go. I'll get our war support up to 88%. Stability up to 60%. Ogotha reconstruction. Restoration. There's no rush on this. We don't need partisans. Let's go for Modoc's waivers. Alright, old birds will just give us free units. All of these will give us free units. This will give us population. So let's go for Modoc's waivers guild. 10,000 manpower is really not bad. Not at all bad. When, you know, the NCR has a lot more than that, but we only have this little bubble right now. I'm feeling pretty okay. In terms of that. In terms of resources, I'm feeling like we need more. Like we need substantially more. Now I'm out of civilian factories, right? No, I'm not. Okay, why don't we reduce that to 3, and I will get somebody else to trade these for. Yeah. Hell yeah! We're no longer lacking resources, so our production can finally kick up. We're only putting down 1 more unit of infrastructure. I think I can handle that. Encryption getting finished, decryption getting finished. Alright. But quite a controversial action, enslaving the people of Modoc would cause an influx of slaves that could be used as bodyguards for mobsters, and would retain the benefits we get from working their farmsteads. The Old Birds. The Old Birds are a mercenary group of pre-war ghouls who were trained as paratroopers and pilots. With the recently reopened airport in Reno, we can hire these mercs as a potential air force. And a not-so-bad air force at that, if I recall correctly. I may not, but aircraft designer, yeah, Light Air Company. Ship designer, yeah, that's a way out. We don't need to do that yet. Chief of Air Force, let's get all weather, bad weather penalty reduction. Don't need to do a Chief of Navy. We don't need to worry about that for quite some time. Oh, man. Alright. Encryption done. Move on to decryption. Since we're not doing this, do I have another... Holy shit, Arc Dornan is the 6.
Hey.
Can I demote you? Fuck. I probably can't. Arc Dornan is better. Fuck, I should have kept Granite as a lower rank. Nah, New California Republic are thinking about it, but they have oh shit, they succeeded at the Hoover Dam. They have a fight coming up with the Caesar's Legion, which will take a lot of effort.
Hey.
And time. We should probably be fine. Probably.
Hello?
Old Birds. Oh, now they have air superiority. Took them a long time.
Hello?
Old Birds are ghoul paratroopers. I can't change what they are. Welcome aboard, I guess.
Hey there.
Oh, more ghoul birds. Alright. Golgotha Restoration, I ain't about. Generic mercenaries. Many of the companies we hire have unique talents that set them apart from common mercenaries. Specialized skills, if used cuttingly, could mean an ultra-adaptable and infallible military. Infallible. Infallible, not infallible. Triumphant Expedition. Yeah, very lucky NCR here. Lots of small wars, which I'm kind of happy to see. Those are other people wearing themselves out and making less targets for us, meaning I can just eat them all at once. How are factions looking? Brotherhood of Steel. I'm surprised the Brotherhood and the NCR never went to war with each other. New California Republic should have found a war against them at some point. Mormon Alliance, Northern League, yeah, nothing we need to worry about. Nothing weird going on. 0.3 years ahead of time, 1.3 years. Let's go for portable radios. The Antelope tribe are tribal. The best techs they can get are these. So we way outclass them at this point. The Vengeful Sons are vicious tribals driven from their land by the brutal dictator Caesar. While largely disorganized, their ferocity in battle in great numbers, not to mention burning vengeance, would make them a great asset. That reduces division training time by 5%, increases soft attack from melee by 10%. We could also go with Pablo's Conquistadors, veteran unit of highly disciplined infantry out of the southern lands of Mexico. Very adaptable, well trained, can be utilized in almost any situation. That will give us infantry equipment production cost minus 10%. Infantry equipment, just all infantry equipment. And a 50% research for ballistic weaponry. Let's go with Pablo's Conquistadors. We already have some ghouls. Might as well get more. Get downright ghoulish with it. What kind of birds we have going on here? 150 enemy fighters. Yeah, that's something I'm probably gonna have to do something about. The NCR is now at war with Caesar's Legion. Ooh, Caesar's Legion is already having trouble with a couple wars on their south border. Oh, shame. Caesar's Legion is just gonna collapse. The game was tanking there for a little bit. There's a lot of troop movement going on. Well, rip Caesar's Legion. Oh, we get Pablo as a general. Welcome aboard, Pablo. There's that discipline. Let's get advanced computing machinery. Champions of Virtue will wrap up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pneumatic presses sounds nice.
Hello,
Pablo's Conquistadors can't be retrained. Ooh, well, Pablo, we're gonna run into some problems. Tell you that, because I'm not making more signal and logistics companies.
Hello?
But okay. What's Pablo? Just Pablo. Not that great. not that amazing. Assign Sergeant Granite to this. He's a field marshal, which is a little unfortunate. These traits are not active while leading an army.
Hey there.
Oh, you can have Evander. What are we doing on supplies here? Fine, more than fine. 173, damn. Junk City Gladiators gives us Pitmaster Fraz as a general. We get robots 15% cheaper and a 50% research bonus for robotics. This gives us War-Crying Todd, which gives us Road Psychos, motorized production minus 10%, 10% or 50% research bonus for vehicles. I think we go robots? Yeah, we go robots. Once we're done with this, we could do the Golgotha restoration, and I might, but now we're fit to finally get the show on the road and go on the offensive. Start getting some more military factories so I can actually produce what we need instead of just picking on poor tribals to the north. Like we're doing on our first stop.
Hello, sir. Hey there.
It's a pity you can't demote people. Because I'd really like to demote him back to general. I shouldn't have promoted him. Oh well. And they're focusing on air production. Great! Great. As if the AI doesn't go crazy enough with planes. Yeah, Caesar's Legion is fucked. NCR is going to have their own civil war eventually, which will spawn a second enclave. I don't think the two enclaves have any events that make them interact yet. I'm hoping that gets introduced before too long. There's the gladiators. Expansionism. Sure, Reno is the biggest little city in the world, but why confine ourselves to a little city? We're a big power in the waste, and it's time that was recognized. Why not expand the borders a little?
Sir?
Junk City Gladiators, assigned.
Hey.
Junk City Gladiators, assigned.
Hello?
Junk City Gladiators, assigned. Oh my god, so many Junk City Gladiators. So we're missing equipment production of light and medium robotic equipment and motorized divisions, so some of these are gonna start going kind of fast. That's fine. it's fine. Actually, you know what? Junk City Gladiators, can I disband you? Units cannot be disbanded. Well, Godspeed. Portable radios are done. Sterile medical equipment. Antelope Tribe will be culling the savages right here. We're not tying up loose ends. We're not doing this because the Yakuza border Steel Rangers. Steel Rangers I'm looking forward to getting rid of eventually, but not yet. They have a lot of nice bonuses. I don't know if they count as advanced. If they count as advanced or not, but I don't want to find out. Not yet. Not yet. Alright. That should be the last of that. Let's go for pre-war housing. Give me another one. Thank you. They're making 4 suits of power armor a day. It's only going to take, 1,200 days to outfit our entire army. No biggie. That is actually terrifying how long that's going to take. Expansionism is done. Culling the savages. To our north, the savage Antelope Tribe drives property prices down, threatens our citizens. How's anyone supposed to run a business with those tribals stinking up the place? We should drive them out. Limited conscription. We could go up to extensive, which would lower factory output, construction speed, and training time. Not crazy about that. Factory output's already strained enough as is. Pneumatic presses is done. Get mining equipment so we can keep getting the most out of what resources we have. I should probably switch over from an export focus to free trade or limited focus. Let's take a look at trade. I'm producing a lot of metal, probably all the metal we need. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. Let's just let that sit. It's something I should go one of two ways on, but I don't know which is the better. Not yet.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
And both of you are going to proceed slowly and carefully, except for the units I manually control. Guard, you have 18 units. We should overrun them. Our organization and supply might not be the best on all of our units, but we are so much higher quality that it should be fine. It should be fine. We'll find out how fine or not fine it is very shortly. And us not justifying claims on them makes it so that nobody can guarantee them and get in our way. Killing the savages is done. Go ahead, swoop in here, declare war on the Antelope tribe. Set our national focus to the Klamath deal. Klamath is a small town to the north that, while not a threat to us, could be a decent enough asset, or even ally. We should strike a trade deal with this town and perhaps even open up negotiations. Now, I plan to annex them in the long run, but for now, no need. The Antelope tribe has joined the Brotherhood of Steel. That means that expeditionary forces from the Brotherhood of Steel might come in here. If they do, it's okay.
Set up a crossfire.
Advanced computing machine is done. Let's get some better encryption. Go ahead and lock down decryption while we're at it.
Hey.
Now supply, yeah, obviously has become a problem. This isn't the most graceful war, but it's going nice and slowly. We've only lost 420, they've lost over 3,000.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. What's up?
Let's go ahead and push him through here. I would like to end this. So supply. We have twice as many troops as we need in that area. Let's close that out. Set up a fallback line right here. And this 20 can fall back. I can, I mean needs to fall back. Yeah, good. There. Klamath deal done. The Klamath becomes a puppet, or them being a puppet wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I'd rather take them, get some claims on them. Don't I already have cores on Klamath? Is that alright? Oh, I don't. Well, then I'm definitely going down this side. Tying up loose ends, we're gonna avoid Golgotha, Restoration. Golgotha is the graveyard outside of Reno, where the dead are buried and the remains of certain families were sent to be disposed of. Restoring Golgotha to its original purpose would remove the enemies of mobster families much more discreetly. Denio is the last thing we need to take in here. There it goes. So we've gotten basic firearms, common firearms, that might not seem significant, but that's infantry equipment we can use to re-equip our soldiers, and it's actually quite nice. We are not going for advanced energy weapons yet. I suppose we go for medic bags, smoke grenades. Now, this whole area is worth noticing, it's core territory. Because it's core territory, the core state is regarded as an integral part of your nation. It need not an occupation policy, it will simply become one of your homeland once retaken. Which is great. We don't have to deal with occupation problems. We just swoop on in, grab it, walk down some military factories, keep on moving. Tumult Station, I'd like to start fabricating on them. It's only going to take 10 days. So same sort of deal that we just had. It's going to go down here. Gonna swoop in there, take them out as best we can. We are actually making vertibirds now, slowly, but we're making them. And every little bit helps. Oh, okay. Game's being real slow, which means the war between the New California Republic and Caesar's Legion has likely just ended. The game's being real slow because it's not the best at processing large war deals. Peace deals, I should say. And it'll take a couple of minutes. As of this recording, we are at 41:55 seconds. I'm gonna wait until about 43. If it's not done at that point, I might just put a cut in here for YouTube, start recording again once the game comes back. So we're doing okay. I think I'm really overkilled it on making all the troops we did. If I had remembered how many units we would have gotten from mercenaries, I would have just put off producing and recruiting as many troops as I had. On the other hand, where I didn't see the Rangers joining the Brotherhood of Steel coming. That was an interesting twist. It means that we'll be able to annex them pretty early, and it won't necessarily cause a war with the New California Republic, which is huge. If we can avoid war with the NCR until we're absolutely ready, that would be great. We out-tech them, and with all of our cores, we might be able to have a population and industrial capacity on par with theirs, if not exceeding theirs. Yep, that took about 2 minutes. So, New California Republic took 73 states. Pretty ridiculous, right? Ranchers took a bunch of stuff as well. The NCR Civil War is what we're waiting on to have much hope of taking them out. Our goal on Tumult Station is done. I'm gonna let this just handle itself. It's not great. This was a mistake.
What's up?
You retreat to here. You all retreat to here. How's our supply here? Supply here is much better than our supply there. I want you to set a fallback line right here. Supply is the most persistent problem in this game. And if you're fielding armies of power armored troops, well, it's bound to be a recurring one. Golgotha's done. Army training, construction engineer, construction repair. Let's go for that. Free repair. It's going to be very embarrassing if we lose these, because I know better.
Suppressing fire!
I'm attacking here so that these won't get cut off. Good. There, they are in supply. They are digging in. They are fine. The problem up here was this is a completely different supply zone with awful, awful supply. So I should have taken my time and built up the infrastructure before moving out. Unfortunately, that's something you kind of have to do when you are playing with large armies and supply-heavy armies like this. Oh, so I don't properly hold Modoc, huh?
Hello, sir.
Once I take Modoc, let me know. I would like to build more infrastructure there. Alright. That at the top. That on top of that. Move these two down. That at the top. This goes down there. These two go below that. There. Cool. Oh. Well, that was... Oof. Big New Canaan. Big New Canaan. Alright, this is a lot better. Our forces are a little more spread out, but we're actually pushing them back. Really, what I could use are more factories so that we could build things faster. But that would require me pulling them back and us not getting... Yeah, there's a trade-off. Mechanized training done. Now, shock tactics. Just go ahead and embrace that now. Ah, the Western Brotherhood have declared war on the Shai. So the Shai have joined our faction. Not really what I wanted, but okay. And the Mojave chapter have joined in a war against us, which means that some of these trade deals are gonna go away. Specifically, that one. We could trade with the New California Republic. I'd rather not do that. I'll trade with the Sky Reavers, and if I have to, New Vegas. The Shire probably gonna die horribly. That, or they're going to be hugely triumphant, either one or the other. They very rarely just hold their ground. Because the Brotherhood of Steel had been so preoccupied with attacking me, it looks like they left their back door open. And the Shire just running in here and doing God's work. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm rather impressed. Okay, so I want you to go there, and
Sir?
I want you to go here. I want you to go here. Because I think we can cut them off if we do that. T-45 power armor researched. Start getting these small passive bonuses from that. Y'all done fucked up. You got yourselves encircled. And like, badly.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go there. You
Like
retreat here.
Hey.
I'm issuing all these attacks to take the pressure off
Hello, sir.
of this.
Hey there.
There we go. Good. I just need this to hold so they get more worn down and we can take them out nice and easily.
Hello, sir.
Okay. What resources are we lacking? Metal. Alright, that's fine. It's costing us our energy weapon production. That's a little frustrating, but I can live with that. Now we keep hearing that wonderful out of supply sound, but this is very nice. These are all Tumult Station troops. And some Antelope Tribe troops. Locked down in here. Oh my god, the Western Brotherhood of Steel is almost completely pushed out of Northern California. You done fucked up, boys. You focus too much on me. And remember, we're defenders in this war. So our war support's doing great. If we are not actually defenders is a subject up to interpretation, but technically we are defending-ish. That goes up. This goes down, these go below that, this goes above that. Yeah, that looks good. Research slot available. Keep improving our power armor.
Engaging.
Granite. You're Field Marshal, so some of these are no longer applying, but you're Desert Fox, Commando, Infantry Leader, Organizer. Let's make you an Infantry Expert. Let's give you some extra push. Medic bags, hell yeah. 0.6. We can go for advanced energy weapons. I suppose why not? We're not going to build them immediately. We're still struggling to produce common energy weapons, but Basically, to move forward, we need to build infrastructure for the wasteland. It's a time-consuming process, but it's not a complete waste of time, as when we build infrastructure, the resources produced there also increase. And we are short on resources as well, so all in all, it's a win-win. The Shy have taken over the entirety of Northern California. Holy fuck, guys. Good work. Yeah, they contributed 47% to the war effort. Good job. I'm a little upset, because we're gonna have to kick you out of the faction and attack you later on, but good job for now.
Hello. Sir,
Alright, let's get you, push on there.
and a decent meal in weeks. Sir. Hey.
E45 power armor has been acquired. Ah, no, that was just improving what we already had. There we go. Get in circle, go.
Hey there.
Okay, so you attack that. you support, you support, you support. You're getting it by now, I'm sure. Support attack on there, support attack on there. There we go. Goodbye. Yeah, infrastructure is certainly going to be a problem here, but that's okay. I think they've been pretty exhausted by that encirclement. Should be moving in here, no problem. And because we have claims and cores here, gonna be no problem for us to occupy this territory, as it isn't going to have any resistance increase. Let's be nice and easy. Acquisition. Advanced energy weapons are done, so I'm not really excited about those. What I was interested in is custom-built capacitors. This raises our piercing by 10%. Now, piercing isn't super useful against tribals, but when fighting against robots or other enemies with power armor in them, it can be quite good.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Somebody's fabricating on us. Western Brotherhood is fabricating on us. Yeah, okay.
What's up? Haven't had a decent meal in weeks. Hello? Hello, sir.
You go there, you'll go there, you'll go there.
Hey there.
And you
Sir?
just take a step on in there, you take a step on in there. Schmaltz Station is gone. Now we are going to have to contend with boom boom, bam bam bam, all that garbo, but that is a-okay. Move all these military factories down to the bottom of the queue because they're less important than what we're doing right now. Cool. Dope. Have 5 whole civilian factories. Yeah, boy, we in it now. Bone drinkers, I do not have claims on. Do not have claims on this. I do have claims on the Pale Folk and on Eastport. Eastport are people. They're ruled by people. People is also the ruling party of the New Canaan Alliance and the New California Republic. So we don't fuck with people ideology, because that can end real badly for us. Eventually, we fucked with them, but not yet. Right now, I think Pale Folk or Yakuza would be an okay idea. Or really just going north into anyone's territory would be alright. We don't have cores up here anymore, but I think we'll live. I'm still weary about moving into here. We have 81 divisions rocking around. 81. Western Brotherhood have 43 down here. I have 44 total. Now, I don't know what those 81 look like, but I don't really want to find out either.
Hey there.
What are we short on? We have enough metal. We have, for now, enough electronics. And for now, enough advanced technology. We're a little short on power. Can borrow that from our new allies. Alright, that's not bad. We are full up on common energy weapons. Everything's upgraded. And now we're stockpiling them. We have a fucking huge stockpile. So that's pretty good. We can really start on our Air Force now. And start our massive backlog of military factories as well. That'll take a hot minute. Why don't I move these two up to the top of the queue, because they'll be built bam and bam very quickly. Custom built capacitors are done. Moving on to T51Bs. This is only going to take 10 days to generate. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to declare until their planning is done. At the very least, I'm going to wait on the planning. We are just after an hour, actually, so I'm going to pick a new tech. Hell yeah, give me automated production. And I'm going to keep streaming, but if you are watching this on YouTube, this is going to be the it for today? Yeah, the it for today. The end for today. Stop by again tomorrow for some more of this. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly social engagement stuff. Till then, toodaloo, take care. See ya.